Hi there, Prairie Plant Girl here. Um, Today I thought I would just show you one of the ways that I like to continue to eat nice, fresh, homegrown produce throughout the winter here in my Zone 3 climate. So I live in Saskatchewan, Canada, and when you live in Saskatchewan, Canada, you're not generally growing a lot outside unless you have some sort of really heated greenhouse situation. It can be difficult for a regular garden to be growing outdoors through about 6 months of the year here. So one of the things that I like to grow that's easy to grow inside is lettuce and greens. So I have a couple of pots of lettuce going right now, and they're not big pots. They're just enough to get a little bit for some leaves for a sandwich, or to put a little bit in a nice hearty salad where it's not mainly greens, but it also is made up with like beans or rice or some sort of grain as well. So it's just a nice, refreshing addition to things. And more and more, I find there's recalls and contamination notices on lettuces and greens that you buy at the grocery store. So I just find this an alternative that's easy to do inside, and I know where my food is and how it's been grown that way. So I'm just growing them in small pots, and you can do that. Um, you can use any size you like. Like I said, I'm just growing a small amount. On about a 2 week rotation, I pot a new pot so that I should always have some going. And it's just a nice amount for myself and the other members of my family that might want some. So I need to pick a seed to use. And I like to use some of the shorter season lettuces for this. You can use the ones that take longer to mature, but I think the shorter season ones give you a nicer turnaround when you're growing indoors on a small scale like this. So um, I have the early curled Simpson here, and this is a 45-day lettuce, and I don't think I have any of this going right now, so may as well pot some of that up today. So I have a pot here, and it's not super clean, but it's clean enough for we're just filling it with dirt. So I have a little bit of growing medium here. Now this is a commercial growers mix that I can get at a local store here, and it's made up of mostly peat moss um, and perlite, and it's grown in a organic and sustainable way here. So I'm just going to put some in my pot. It's really, it's the same as if you're growing it outside. You're just doing it on a smaller scale here. I'm patting it down a little bit, but I'm not compressing it because you want room for the roots to breathe anytime you're planting something, especially in a container. Get that out of the way. You say to plant them 1/2 inch deep and 1 inch apart. A lot of lettuce seed I just plant on top. Um, but for this, we'll go that 1/2 inch because that is quite a bit deeper than most lettuce seed says to be planted. And I've just dropped about 2 seeds in each spot around here. Now, if I wanted to just grow like a head of lettuce, obviously I would just plant a couple seeds in the middle and pick one and let it grow up. But I tend to just do a cut and come again method, so I just plant them in small groups spaced in the way that it suggests on the package. So put a little bit more soil It's not soil, it's a growing medium, but a little bit more on top here. Just patting it down so the seeds have contact with the growing medium. I'm not trying to compress the whole thing. I'll just give it a little spray just to wet down the top. And lettuce generally grows pretty quickly, so I should be seeing some of these sprouting up here within a week at the longest, I would think. These do get planted a little bit deeper, so they'll probably take a little bit longer. Some lettuces you'll see within a couple of days starting to sprout, especially when you just have them on the surface like I normally do. But the early curled Simpson, it wants to be a little bit deeper, so it obviously wants a little bit of dark to be germinating properly. So I am fortunate enough to have a nice setup with grow lights and shelves and lots of space to put these, but you could just as easily grow these on a window ledge. And lettuce doesn't need a ton of light to grow, and it doesn't need like a lot of heat. So even a window ledge, even in our climate, even getting cold at night is going to be fine, unless you have really really poor windows, or if you have really heavy curtains that are trapping a lot of cold behind them at night or something. Generally, lettuce is pretty cold hardy, so you should be okay with that. So give it a try. Can't hurt to pot something up, and it's always nice just to have something growing for us gardeners in these long, cold winters. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.